So this week I'm taking a break from my normal keto recipe video. My goal with this video is to show that following a keto diet isn't that difficult. And like most things in life, if you have a plan in place, it takes the guesswork out of it and makes it much easier to stick to. I really hope this helps people realize how easy it is to follow a keto diet. It's not overcomplicated, and all it requires is the right mindset and a little bit of planning. So let's jump into it. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, kind of like a shot, and then I follow it with a glass of water. I do this for gut health, pH balance, and fat burning reasons. I have to wash down the apple cider vinegar with water like chasing a shot, because even after doing this for over 7 years, I still hate the way it tastes. Next, I get all my vitamins ready. That way I can easily consume them right after breakfast, which will include a multivitamin to cover all your vitamins and minerals, vitamin D3 for your immune system, vitamin C, also for your immune system, glucosamine for joint health, pantothenic acid or vitamin B5 for skin health, NAC, which naturally raises your glutathione level, boswellia extract for joint health and to reduce inflammation, Apex Male for testosterone support, and Ultra 40, which is desiccated beef liver to get in amino acids and iron. Next, I make my coffee, which will include 1 scoop of hydrolyzed collagen peptides. This particular brand has 10 grams of protein per scoop and is loaded with amino acids from bovine collagen, and this is good for your hair, your skin, and your nails. I also top off my coffee with either almond milk creamer or oatmeal creamer. These creamers give a little bit of taste and have a couple grams of carbs. Next, I put together my breakfast smoothie, which will include a half a cup of water, a half cup unsweetened vanilla almond milk, a couple handfuls of fresh spinach. I like to keep it in the freezer, that way it lasts longer, and it also gives the smoothie a thicker consistency. A half cup of mixed berries. I do this for the antioxidants. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds for fiber, and some ground ginger, some ground cinnamon, and a half teaspoon of bulk supplements pure spinach extract. And finally, 1 scoop of whey isolate. I prefer the isolate version of whey. It's easier on your stomach and it's more easily digestible. Now set that aside while you prepare the rest of your breakfast. The rest of my breakfast would typically consist of 4 eggs with a half tablespoon of cream cheese. I'll scramble my eggs on a saucepan on the stove top. There'll be a video card or a link in the description where I actually have a video I show you how to make these. After the eggs are prepared, I usually top it with some salt and pepper, some sriracha, with some kimchi, and I blend my smoothie, that way I can have it after I finish the eggs. This is typically the most carbs I'll consume in any meal, and that's because I'll be having a workout, usually an hour to an hour and a half afterwards. So whatever carbs I consume in this meal will more than likely be burnt up during my exercise, and that's breakfast. I personally do a modified keto diet to where my protein is higher than my fat. That works for my lifestyle because I try to have higher protein to maintain and build new muscle, and then use my fats for my energy source. So today for my workout, I'm just doing cardio. So before any workout, I always take some liquid L-carnitine. What L-carnitine does is it takes your stored body fat and utilizes that for energy. So not only do you have the energy to fuel your workout, but you're also burning fat in the process. I take a tablespoon of this twice a day. And that's it, but let's get in the workout. So today for my workout, I just did 30 minutes in the heavy bag. For my cardio days, I just try to do different methods of cardio, whether it be the treadmill or step mill or something moderately difficult. So regardless of whether or not you're on a diet, it's crucial to drink a lot of water. It helps with digestion, hydration, and just overall health. So I try to drink a minimum of 1 gallon a day. So after my workout, I have my post-workout meal, which consists of 2 cups of broccoli and Normandy blend vegetables, 1 avocado diced, some sriracha, and then 4.5 ounces of buffalo chicken that I meal prep. I usually meal prep a couple pounds of this buffalo chicken. Having a protein source meal prepped makes it way easier to follow a diet because you could prepare a large amount, put it in a Tupperware, and just measure out the portions you need for your meals. I plan on making a future video showing how I make this buffalo chicken. So in between my post-workout meal and dinner, I like to take in a slushie that I make out of Transform. It's a thermogenic, fat burner, cognitive enhancer, and appetite suppressant. And then I put some BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So I mix these 2 together. It tastes good and it kind of fills me up until dinner time. So this slushie is pretty easy. Just a handful of ice, some water, and just throw it in the blender. The Transform has a little bit of caffeine, some CLA, some thermogenics, some carnitine, all which aid in appetite suppressant fat burning. And the BCAAs are amino acids that are essential to rebuild muscle. And this day for dinner, I had some 90-10 ground beef burgers. I topped the burger with some guac and some sugar-free ketchup. And then for a side, I made some zucchini noodles with some pre-spiralized zucchini. To make the zucchini noodles, I just cooked it on a stovetop with some olive oil, some minced garlic, a tablespoon of cream cheese, a couple tablespoons of butter, and I topped it with some Parmesan. I'll be making a future video on how to prepare the zucchini noodles. It's an awesome recipe and only takes 5 minutes to make. I usually make a bunch of these burger patties and eat them throughout the week. And I'll do the same with salmon or another protein source. Once again, this meal is easy to put together because they're all things you can make ahead of time. You can make the burger patties ahead of time. You can use these little guacamole cups, which are super convenient. And the zucchini noodles taste really good reheated. And for this meal, I'll take some fish oil, which is good for heart health, another glucosamine for joint health, and more desiccated beef liver. And that's dinner. So if you're like me, then you get cravings for snacks at night. The best thing you could do is make smart choices. So for my snack this night, I had some dry seaweed. I toasted a slice of Sola 2-net carb bread. And on the toast, I put some organic peanut butter, some cinnamon, and some sugar-free jelly. This snack's a delicious option, and you really don't feel like you're missing the real thing. I also had some vanilla chai black tea. Black tea is really good for lowering your cortisol levels. In the fridge, I still had some leftover keto chocolate cake, but I was able to restrain myself, and I didn't have any this night. But usually, if I have a keto treat, I'll snack on that throughout the week. So before bed, I really like protein shakes. The volume the shakes get from the blender tends to fill my stomach, which helps me sleep better. This shake is basically the same one I had for breakfast, but instead of the frozen mixed berries, I use fresh ginger. And the fresh ginger helps digest all the food I consume throughout the day. This is also the last batch of vitamins I'll take before bed, which will consist of another fish oil, another pantothenic acid or B5. I'll take a liver support supplement, another Apex male, another boswellia extract, another NAC. I'll take a zinc for immune support and to help me sleep, citrus bergamot to keep your cholesterol under control, and some curcumin to lower inflammatory. I'll also take a probiotic to help digestive and gut health. I truly hope that you're able to take away some information from my keto version of what I eat in a day. And with any diet, one size does not fit all. But having a plan in place, I've been able to consistently stay on a keto diet for over 5 years. I truly hope I can inspire others to at least try a keto diet to see if it's right for them. I personally love it. My energy levels are high and consistent. My mental clarity has never been better. And any joint inflammation or stomach bloating that I experienced in the past is completely gone. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. I will respond. And thank you for keeping me company to see what I eat in a day. And as always, until next time, keep it classy, keep it keto. Keto Craft Kitchen, out.